Hey guys, this is Steve from the Lynn-Steve Moody page. How y'all doing tonight? We're going to touch up on a little subject here, as it said in the headlines, is does your boss share your same vision that you have in store for your family and for yourself? I would love to know if your company has the same vision as you do. Put down there in the comments, yes, they have the same vision as I do for my life and my family. Anyway, if this is your first time seeing us, put down a 1 in there and where you're from. We'd love to reach out to you. We're a little bit partly cloudy here in Indiana today. I did make it home and got my load delivered this morning. Hey, how's it going up there, Mr. Gray? How you doing? So anyway, let's see if we can get my buddy on here and ask him some questions. Whoop, where'd that go? There we go. Add. So, anyway, as my coach and mentor tells me all the time, and anybody out there can't see me, partner, it's got to be something on your end. There you go. I don't know. Alright, well, anyway, the vision, and what most people say their vision is, and the definition of a vision, let me get rid of these comments for a minute, is an experience of something, either a dream or a trace. That's what a vision is. And I was just wondering, how many of you feel like you're just a name or a number at work? I know I do. Oh my goodness. Even though I'm an owner-operator with my own lease truck, I still do what they tell me they need me to do. That's the only load they'll give me, is they'll say, this is what's available and I need you to do this, or this is your best paying load, I think this is your best option, we really need you to do this. So I'm still not in control of my own destiny. So that's why we're looking at other things. How many of you has a boss that when you ask for time off for family things, like we have the grandkids that come up, have one daughter from Iowa, we have one daughter from Florida here visiting, and they really wanted me to work. After I worked all weekend, they wanted me to keep running, and I told them no, I wasn't going to. I got to get truck fixed from where that guy hit me a couple weeks ago. The parts are in. I got to get 2 new tires. So, yeah, I mean, how many of you's in the same situation when you need time off or be able to get things and your vision doesn't match what you have in mind? Now, think about this. As a truck driver now, and I've talked to some people today where I delivered. They work 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts. Now think about that. 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts. And they pay them overtime. The guy that unloaded me today said he had not had a break in 4 months because they can't get anybody to work. 4 months since he's had a break. Unreal. That's not controlling your own destiny. That's not at all. So just think about this. If you guys were able to put that kind of time, I put anywhere from 70 to 80 hours a week in my truck. And that includes stuff that I do off the clock to the truck to get it ready to roll, cleaning the truck every week, and stuff like that. So just my trucking business, I put in 80 hours a week, 70 to 80 hours a week. What if I was able to do that in my home-based business? And who would you be benefiting with a home-based business? Me, you have your own vision of what you want to do, you have your own work ethic, you have control of your own time, and you can gain financial freedom if you stick to a vision and set your goals and ride it out. Now, nobody's going to be a millionaire overnight. I don't care who you are, how many internet gurus you see say, oh, call all your family and friends in 20 minutes. You know, in 30 days, you could be making 6-7 figures. Well, guess what? It just ain't so. I'm not going to lie to you. We've been doing it for 3 years, but we are making enough that Lynn can stay home. Got out of the corporate world where they didn't care about her either. She would go into a job, somebody would call off, she'd have to cover their shift. She'd call her other workers. They wouldn't even answer the phone. That's not controlling your own time or destiny. And she was a manager. So that's the one thing about being an entrepreneur, and no matter what niche you're in, is you are an individual, and you would rather work for yourself than an employee. You run a small business, and you assume all the risk, but you also get all the rewards. But don't let anybody fool you and tell you it's easy, because it's not. You have to set, like I said earlier, goals, expectations, and you have to put in the hours and the effort. You get out of any home business or niche that you're in what you put it out. So the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out. And that's why a lot of people aren't successful, because they're not willing to invest in themselves, invest in their education, but yet that they'll put 90 hours in, 60 hours in, working for somebody else. But I really would like to know how many of you work for, and there may be some out there and I don't know. I know there's some good companies to work for, but at the end of the day, whose vision are you filling? Are you filling your vision, your family's vision, what you have in plan for yourself? Or are you just filling what they're going to plan on doing? You know, guys, it's up to you. It's totally in your control. And I know it's not for everybody. I get that. Some people are happy just getting a paycheck, living day to day, check to check, week to week. And that's cool. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. Lynn's playing with the grandbabies out back. They're getting ready to leave. So anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. We're going to do this every Monday. If you have, talk about bosses. If you have anything you'd like us to cover on Monday with the Moody's, put in the comments there. And if you're brand new, like I said, definitely put in there where you're from so we can reach out and just do a one-on-one with you. Maybe get on a Zoom or something. And we'll just tell you what we've had for success. And I can also direct you to people like Mr. Patrick Gray, who's been doing this over 20 years. And he is our coach and mentor, and has meant the world to us. And that's another, like I said, you have to invest in yourself and your education. So anyway, guys, we'll do this every Monday. Hopefully I can get Lynn to get with me next time. I love and appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Peace out. Have a great 4th.